So I have the day off work today. I was doing some cozy coloring, but I know what I want to do with the blanket, but I'm just not feeling like I feel like doing the blanket right now. And the rest, I'm kind of like undecided. And my brain keeps telling me like, hello, you have the day off. I do have an appointment that I have to go to later, but I have a couple hours until I need to start getting ready for that. And it's been a very long time since I've had just a couple of hours of peace and quiet time to myself. So that's the perfect time for reading. So I think I'm going to try a reading vlog, which prayers and thoughts and sorrows to me, because I feel like that's the most uncomfortable kind of video for me to make. I don't know why, but we're gonna attempt it today. I'm gonna start Merry Kissmas. I read Cause and Effect by Piper Rayne last year and I really loved it. And I remember being able to like zoom through that book. So I'm hoping I can kind of finish this today. Initially, I had told myself I was going to wake up today and like clean the house and do all the things, but then I was thinking about my weekend schedule, and tomorrow is my daughter's birthday. We're doing a lot of stuff for her birthday this weekend, and then it is almost Christmas, so we just have family gatherings and things of that nature. So like this couple hour window that I've had this morning is going to be my only time to just kind of relax over the next 4 days. So we're gonna read, and I'm gonna try and make a reading vlog. So I need to put up all of my coloring stuff. I've already got my little ambiance video going. I'll show you guys that here in just a second. And yeah, then we'll start this book. Okay, I'm only on chapter 3. I'm only 5% of the way in, but I can already tell that I'm going to love this one just as much as I loved Cause and Effect, because the reason that I loved Cause and Effect so much was because of the FMC. She was just really sassy, witty, kind of personality, and that's exactly what our FMC in this book, Bryn, is like. So her, and there's kind of like a one night stand enemies to lovers kind of vibe going on basically in this book, and they literally just ran into each other for the first time, and the back and forth was phenomenal. So I'm just really excited to hop back into this. I don't think I really like filming myself while I read, so got a couple clips at the beginning. From now on, I think I'm just gonna give like a few reading updates as I go through the story, and that will kind of be how my reading vlogs go. Okay, so I forgot about a few things that I need to do like around the house-ish before my appointment, like get dinner in the crock pot, because I forgot that yesterday and I don't want to forget again today. So I'm having to cut my reading time a little bit short so that I can start getting ready, because I don't want to have to rush. If I'm around in time and have some extra time to read, I'm gonna read, but I got about like almost 20% of the way in, still really enjoying it. And I think my appointment that I have to go to is out of town, so I have to drive there and drive back, and I'm gonna be by myself. Kids are still in school today, so I think I'm gonna look and see if I can find this on like Libby or Apple Books or something like that as an audiobook, so that I can also listen to it during my drive time today. So I'm gonna do that now and then do the stuff around the house that I need to do. Okay, so I'm at the gas station, got gas, got drink, got snack for the little drive that we have. As I was kind of getting ready and doing things around the house, I was listening to the audiobook while I was doing those things. So I'm about 40% of the way through the book now, and I am really loving it. I do think I kind of early on have figured out what the like third act conflict is gonna be. I hope I'm wrong, because I do not really like when I figure those things out. However, There have been some things already along the way that were not easily like figured out for me anyways. So overall, I'm enjoying it. I'm loving the interaction between the two main characters, as well as the FMC's family and all of those kind of vibes. So yeah, overall, we're almost halfway through and I'm really enjoying it. So I will give updates either when I arrive to my destination or when I am fully back home and all of that kind of stuff. And we'll see how far we get on the audiobook. Okay, back from being out of town, done with driving, all those kinds of things. I did get to 82% of the way done with the book. Still really enjoying it. I do think that I am correct about what the third act conflict is basically going to be about, because a conversation like alluding to that kind of just came back around just now. So I'm going to switch over now to my Kindle and try and finish reading this. I do have a few more things that I have to do this evening. And I may switch over to like headphones and audiobook at that point, but we'll just kind of see how it goes. But I think I'm going to be able to finish this today, which is kind of what I was hoping for. I remember from last year reading Cause and Effect with Piper Rayne. I'm pretty sure I finished that one in a day as well. They're just really, really quick reads and really enjoyable. So I will be back when I finish the book. Okay, so I finished Merry Kissmas and I loved it. On Storygraph, which is the app that I use for my tracking and rating and all of that, I did rate it a 4.75. Honestly, there's nothing bad or anything like that I can say about it, or that I didn't necessarily like, but I just feel like for 5-star reads, it's like, you just get that like feeling. I really enjoyed it. If you are someone looking for a holiday read, this is a really good one. Found family, one bed, second chance, all the holiday vibes, as far as like not just activities that they did together, but just that cozy family vibe as well. It's really just a perfect holiday read, and I would say the same about Cause and Effect. Honestly, I think truly, and I loved Cause and Effect last year, but I think that Merry Kissmas is better. I think that just overall story-wise is better. I think that the banter in book one, in Cause and Effect, was a little bit more. There was a lot more back and forth with the two of those, but just overall, Merry Kissmas, I think, is better. Well, let's come back to that next year and see if I still think the same. Maybe it's like recency bias playing in here. I don't know. Okay, me somewhat kind of from the future, which is really like not that much of the future. But anyways, I kept saying stuff about like the third act conflict and that I had figured it out and whatnot. I didn't. I was wrong, which is such a pleasant surprise. Also, didn't realize that this is actually book 3 in this interconnected standalone series. The very first book in the series is Single and Ready to Jingle, or something along those lines. One thing that I definitely want to like make sure I follow through on this year, because I had said I was going to do it for 2024 and I didn't, so I want to make sure I do it in 2025, is read some Piper Rayne books that are not Christmas, because the first time I ever read one of their books was last year when I read Cause and Effect. So I really do want to check out some of their other books. They have several different series, and according to like their author's note or whatever it was in the back of this book, like the witty FMCs is kind of like what they are known to like really try and have in every book kind of thing, and that's something that I really have enjoyed about both books. So I think that I would enjoy more of them. I know there's a new one coming out because I just saw it on the Valentine PR like ARC read signups, but I don't remember when it comes out, and I think it's the 3rd book, so I might just go ahead and end my holiday reads here instead of going back to read their other one, and check out book 1 of that series and see if I end up liking it, if I want to sign up for the ARC for the new one. The title's not even revealed yet. title and cover, neither one. But anyways, that wraps up today's video. This was the first time I've ever done a reading vlog, so I don't know. We'll see if I do another one. It wasn't terrible doing it. I just don't know that it's gonna turn out to be enjoyable to watch. So, we'll see.